Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. It's the weekend and we finally rotated out of Ravnica Allegiance for the gold draft. It's still Ravnica, well, Guilds of Ravnica, but let's see if we still remember how to actually draft the thing. So, without further ado, let's pay for this draft. Oh yeah, I'm actually curious, how did you guys enjoy the Singleton event? Actually did reasonably well, at least I felt I did. So Mausoleum Secrets, have a copy of this already, but this one's a bit hard to I guess if enough creatures die, you can get a black card as long as you're playing black. I would much rather have removal here though. I guess it's status and statue. Creeping Chill. This one's really for the Surveil deck, if ever. Otherwise, not much in the way of options for black or no for green or black for that matter. I don't want to pick this one early. I guess I'll take the Wild Ceratok. I want to try getting into Selesnya. Admittedly, I'm passing these guys. Let's go for it. I think I'm going to pass more black than white, if ever. So we got some options. Sumala Wood Shaper is a good way to get more gas over time. Vernadi Shieldmate is relatively good. Centaur Peacemaker, yeah, it's okay, I guess. So let's try to go Selesnya. I think we can splash the black for that one easily. Okay, another status and statue. I guess we could take a Healer's Hawk here, but I want to take the Rosemane Centaur more. Yeah, let's take that. Okay, got some other options here. Ledev Champion, tap. Oh, it makes token. So, Army in a can. Albeit I'm passing Luminous Bonds. I'll take the Army in a can, but I'm gonna regret that later. So, definitely want to take the Golgari Raiders. A lot of our creatures are gonna die, that's for certain. Let's take one Guild Gate. Like Vigil's okay, I guess. Oh, let's take this Guild Gate too, since we're gonna be splashing for this. Let's take the Siege Worm. Nothing wrong with that. And oh, the Guardian came back. That's good. So we're kind of forcing Convoke. Not too sure if that's a good call. H-Claw Recluse or Centaur Peacemaker. Let's just take the Recluse. Take the Okapi. Erstwhile Trooper. Not great. I don't like any of these guys better though. Fine, we'll just take it for the side, I guess. Take the Locket. Probably not gonna run it. We'll see, but I doubt the Candlelight Vigil's gonna last. Guild Mage's Forum, so we're kind of whiffing on our rares, but we will take the Prey Upon here. Flower and Flourish, we'll definitely take that one. I would like to take the Deadly Visit, but double black right now. Okay, now let's take the Luminous Bonds. I'd prefer that over the Pitiless Gorgon and the other Siege Worm. Caller the Culprit's an instant trick. We could take that. Albeit we can also take the... Actually, I'm going to take the Demotion. It's basically clears the way. It's very cheap, so I'm going to take that. I guess I could... I'm hoping the Narcomoeba Wheels, I could use a second copy. Crawl Foragers. This one's been an all-star for me in the constructed deck. I guess I'll keep one of these. Another Ceratok, or do I take a Golgari Locket? I'll just take another Ceratok. So we are... But we need to look for cheaper end cards. Copy. Vigor Spore Worm, that's... I guess this is okay. Can't be blocked by more than one creature is a thing. But we do want cheaper creatures too. We do have... how many Convoke cards do we have right now? Actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's just a Ledev Guardian, Rosemane Centaur, Siege Worm. Because by that logic, I would take this Divine here. Okay, let's take that. Urban Utopia allows us to draw into cards. I'd rather just take another Guild Gate at this point. Okay, none of these are great. I will take the Disdainful Stroke. Blade Instructor, sure, I'd rather have that over the Utopia at least. Utopia is okay. It's just not a great fit. I guess I could use another fire urchin for if ever I go back to Pauper again. Okay, none of these are great. I've been skipping on black cards for the. Yeah, it's telling me to take it, but I've been skipping on quite a bit of black cards. I'm trying to stay Selesnya as possible. Leave his cover-up's really annoying. No, at least we got this one. And it's a mythic. I have to. We do have a way to. Well, not that one. We do have a way to make tokens, so we could kind of make this work. And it's also mythic. I could use that at least. Tajik. Is it too late for me to splash into red? Let's see. What would I have picked otherwise? No, let's just get greedy. I'm gonna take this guy. Don't think he's gonna fit. Glowspore Shaman's a good reason again to black, but the black is really late game because I can play this without the black at least. So I'd rather take the Iron Shell Beat. No, let's take the Luminous Bonds. Who am I kidding? Flower and Flourish or another Luminous Bonds. Wait, I already passed one in the previous pack. This is so I've seen a total of 4. Yeah, no one's been picking Luminous Bonds. What's up? So we got another defender here. Undercity Uprising. We could use this Black Splash for that. I could just get my other rare here. Oh yeah, the Narcomoeba then Wheel. I can take this one just to be annoying, or I could just take Blade Instructor. Let's see, Blade Instructor. No, we don't have. We actually have 0-2 drops. I'll take the Grappling Sundew. Blade Instructor is a bit on the soft side. I could take the Fresh Faced Recruit. 2-1 First Strike's not. Well, I could also take a 2-1 Pseudo Flyer. Would I rather have Flying or First Strike? Actually, I'll take this guy. It doesn't matter. Might give me an excuse to run Tajik. Although the second Guild Gates. I don't even have a Color the Culprit. I probably should take that. Intrusive Pack Beast is also great, but I need to have something against our opponent's big stuff. Another Wood Shaper would be great. This does get creature or enchantment, so I have to keep that in mind. This doesn't. Locks on Restore, gains us life. Crush Contraband, that's our sideboard that I'm. I think one Wood Shaper should be enough. Don't want another Foragers. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take the Wood Shaper. Basically, at this point, I'm trying to go for cheaper cards, even if they're not so great. Fine, I'll take the Restore this time. Pause for Reflection. Yeah, sure. I could just take this one. It's an uncommon, I guess. And another Hitchclaw Recluse. Got a lot of things we can. There are a lot of things we can skip here, I think. Creatures. Street Riot. Interesting. I'll put in the side. Why not? And Gravitic Punch. So, what does Tajik give us? This one prevents all non-combat damage. And he can get First Strike. We just need to sacrifice our mana base. That's probably a no. So, let's take a look at our cards here. The interface is a bit weird. It doesn't show you the land count anymore, but so we got 29 when we want 23, so that's 6 cuts. That's about right. Oh wait, it does show you the land count here, and it also tells you the distribution. So we got 3 gates. Right now it's an even split between forest and plains. Yeah, the Erstwhile Trooper's not worth it. We're gonna have to cut on the 3 and 4 slots if ever. Probably cut some non-creatures if we can. Probably drop the Locket. Color the Culprit. Keep the Divine Visitation. Actually, no. Let's check. How many token makers do we actually have? If it's literally just the one. Nah. Let's just go into sideboard. No, or let's be honest. This one's really for the binder. Who am I kidding? Also costs 5. So it's these guys at least do something. So I'm gonna definitely keep these guys. The Dev Guardian's probably the weakest one, so we'll cut one of those. Fresh Faced Recruit's a 2-drop I could use. Hitchclaw Recluse, Blade Instructor. The Blade Instructor basically just puts a counter on one creature then dies, so it is something. So probably cut one Ceratok, and that leaves us 2 more cuts. I could just cut the defenders. They base. No, the defenders are fine. I could just cut one Hitchclaw Recluse. And one. No, definitely not none of the Convoke guys. Those are our win conditions. Sumala gets us there. So we really need to preserve this Flower and Flourish. The Demotion gets us through. The Vine essentially allows us to draw 2 cards. Seven, 5, 3, 3. Hold on. I should cut the 5-drop then. Nope. We got 2 5-drops, 6-drop, 7-drop. Maybe cut a Sumala Woodshaper. That's how I'm getting at right now. Not too sure about the rest. But we do have like what, 15 creatures? No. Let's put the Woodshaper back. You want to have more creatures since I'm not exactly running enchantments. No, I am running enchantments. Yeah, so I do want to put these 2. I want to keep the Ceratok. The Golgari Raiders is probably the weak. This one can come out as a surprise. Collar the Culprit sometimes does nothing. I'm gonna cut the Blade Instructor. That's probably the weakest one of the bunch. So we know. So let's edit this one. Let's change the name. This is really. Oh yeah, how did they change? Oh, you don't get to change the name of the deck anymore. That's interesting. So yeah, I guess it's really more of a Flower Flourish deck. It's a shame we passed up on some of the cards to get us gates. I did pass on the Circuitous Route. That would have guaranteed. But we're only using this one for the statue half, and we could use the status half if ever. It's a shame you can't rename the deck anymore. I used to have all these weird ideas, but oh well, let's go for it then. Let's see how well we do this time. Also nice to be able to save up gems for quite a while. I guess going through a few Ravnica Allegiance drafts is enough to sate the need for Ravnica Allegiance for the time being. So my predictions. I'm literally riding off the back of Luminous Bonds. Either I win through it or I don't. Well, I do have an extra copy of Demotion, so I do have some form of removal. I guess, so I'm going to be kind of reliant on that. So, awfully slow. But I do have two of my colors, and I could draw into more gas. I'll keep this one. Hopefully our opponent is not... Okay. Boros would be... Okay, opponent takes a mulligan, that's good. Boros and Dimir are the scary ones. Those are those tend to be hyper aggressive. Is probably not aggressive, but they can take out my stuff. Actually, Dimir can do that too. Yeah, Boros and Dimir tends to be the slightly more aggressive ones. Selesnya counts as that, but it's more kind of blends. It can seem to skip the mid range if ever. So yeah, we're off to a really slow start. We're gonna take a little early damage. It's a good thing we started off. So we're definitely going turn 3 Recluse, turn 4 Woodshaper. Hopefully get something. Okay, this is Boros, so we're probably... Though, it's nice to see a Boros that doesn't do it. So Definitely playing the Hitchclaw Refuse. If our opponent has a Lava Coil, yeah, it's okay, I guess. If he's willing to spend premium removal on this dude, yeah, it's fine. Now, if I draw Rose Mean Centaur, I could just Convoke into that. I'll probably just go for the Wood Shaper. Shame I'm gonna... If I draw a 3-drop, I might just play the Guildgate instead. Then play that 3-drop. Opponent's still deep in the tank. Okay. Most likely that means he's got both the Plains and the Mountain and is deciding which one to play. Thankfully, Hitchclaw Recluse can block both. Well, not at the same time. Of course I'm gonna trade. So he's gonna get 2/2 lifelink. Okay. So I am now priced in to play Sumana Wood Shaper. I'm willing to let her go because there's... Oh, let's take a Luminous Bonds. So definitely holding this back. He could swing with Blade Instructor. He's probably... If he swings with both, he is representing a combat trick. I'm gonna force him to have it. And if he kills both, I have Kraul Foragers, and with all the lands I've got, I'm going to hit Siege Worm normally anyway. So, show me the removal. Or show me the pump. That's usually what I'm more likely to expect. Take cards. Not too bad. So we've got 2 creatures. I can rush this as a 2/2. I can play this to gain 2 life. Let's charge. Take advantage of the fact that our opponent is slightly delayed on mana too, so we might be... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, we can do Siege Worm next turn. If I don't have to Luminous Bonds anything. Okay, it's not doing anything, so... Actually, with the presence of Luminous Bonds and I don't have side removal... I'm actually gonna delay the Luminous Bonds a bit. He's technically behind. I think he's avoiding playing his creatures because they're much better than what he has. And he knows you're just gonna be hit with bonds. That said... I'm actually assuming he might have Luminous Bonds himself, but he'd probably play it right about now. Opponent's deep in the tank. Okay, so question, should I have just Luminous Bonds this guy? Probably not, because this is one of the easier cards to trade. Yeah, First Phase Recruit. Take note, this is gonna have First Strike every time it's his turn, so I can't... The only thing I'm blocking it with one of these guys. Play the Guildgate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'm actually gonna swing with both. He's not gonna trade. Let's just convoke this guy out. Even if he Luminous Bonds this, he did not. So... Now he Luminous Bonds this one. Okay. Yeah, basically our opponent got... Hard to say if he got how he got mana screwed there. Generally, if you're playing Boros, your curve is supposed to be really low. How low? Apparently, from what I hear, most people are able to play a curve low enough that they can run just 20, that they can run like about 15, 16 lands, and kind of get away with it. It's also possible that's our opponent did, but I don't think there are that many double. Okay, this one, if we draw into gas, drawing to gas is okay. Drawing into lands is okay. At least we can answer something in turn 3, but... And also our opponent mulligan, so that's something. Okay, that's not something. We're hoping to draw into at least one land in the next 3 turns, preferably more. Okay, we got more I wouldn't quite call this removal. Suppose it... Maybe if it's a good... Opponent's awfully slow too, so... Okay, got our land. Yeah, I'm gonna let it pass. Reason being, I actually want to trade creatures down. Playing the Wild Ceratok, next turn if I don't draw a land, I can just convoke this guy. Demir Locket. Okay, so he's got his mana, but he is a bit on the slow end. So, have to show that. Let's play the Ceratok first. If our opponent attacks, he's probably going to cast a creature first to benefit from the effect. There's the Darkblade Agent. I'm probably going to just prey upon on that one, then just Luminous Bonds the other guy. Or, let's see. Here's hoping that he does not have a 1-mana Surveil, and I know there are effects that... There is an effect that does that, so this is what's scaring me. Oh my gosh, does he actually have it? I think he has the effect. Oh no, it's just invert. Okay, so it answers my threat, not too bad. Then can't block, activated abilities can't be activated. Yeah, let's just take the damage. That was a bit out of left field, to be honest. Did not see that coming. Opponent's stuck on mana so far. So I'm gonna play the... I'm actually gonna play the Hitchclaw Recluse first. Now here comes the Devious Cover-Up. That's gonna ruin me. Okay, so we're just trying to take advantage of the fact our opponent is stuck. Seemingly stuck on mana. The moment he gets another land, I think that's when we get into trouble. But these all can't be 5-drops. Okay, there's this other land. Could be a double... No, he had double blue. Triple blue? No. City Uprising, okay. That's curious. He could have done that previously. So I'm gonna play the Rosemane Centaur first. Basically, because if he gets to kill it, I get a little more life. Basically, I want to get rid of as much removal here as possible. Getting his mana down. Let's do a Dream Eater in the future. At least I can call it After Spear. So that's another piece of removal that's gone. So I can just call... Let's just play this now. My focus dangerously low. Thankfully, this is Guilds of Ravnica, not Ravnica Allegiance. I would not have to worry about a 6-mana spell that inverts life totals. Well, to be fair, I did do that to an opponent once, so... Is this the all-removal deck? Wow. Okay. I guess I really... I'm literally gonna play the Luminous Bonds now. Okay, come on. Is this a counter spell? Is this a counter spell? I'm thinking he's sitting on a radical idea. Well, now's a good time to cast it, if any. Then, all this removal. Well, technically, yeah, it's 3 pieces of removal. Finally had to crack, so that's good, I guess. So I'm gonna cast this. This is gonna be painful. I'm gonna cast this plane because so I can attack with this and tap. Tap. Submit. Only because I'm not expecting to have to block and Murmuring Mystic. That's the opposite. I guess I'm not coloring the Coker anytime soon. I'm gonna demote it though. Basically, get it out of the way. So I have to make tokens first. So but I'm still gonna just attack with Siege Worm. Basically, I'm only gonna keep sending this guy. That's all I need to send. Dazzling Lights. So what's the third? Drop. Okay, he ditches the Imp. That would have wrecked us. Well, the birds are gonna wreck us too. I'm gonna have to start swinging with the soldiers as well. I'm gonna try to count on the fact I could probably outpace our opponent. Oh, 4 color. What's the map? So these two are probably. Is it cards? Viceroy. Let's see. Okay, he's doing that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to swing and hit this guy. In fact, everyone has to swing and hit that guy. He's ditched the forest. I could just block with the token, but I'm just gonna block regularly. So let's see if he has the. That's okay. I want my life back. So 7, 8, 9. That leaves me with 4 mana. Nope. The tokens are probably more valuable to me at this point. I'm really concerned what I'm hoping our opponent drops something big, at least with 4. Oh, toughness. I could have actually hit this, but I'll hit that instead. Let's make a token. Yeah, this was a good one to demote. Actually, I forgot this one was one of the few that was based on toughness. So take the ping. Get rid of that. Tap that too. I think this might be a really close one. That was a very good target. That's okay. That's kinda okay. Actually, I think I have enough to punch through, so more than enough. So he literally just played red for Ral. I guess that's... Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but Ral is on a whole different league from Tajik, so... I'm not pronouncing his name right. Anyway, 2 wins, not bad. So it's actually very fast games so far. At least that's kind of... Well, these are best of ones. It's nice to be able to have a best of one that is really fast, both on draft and in constructed. No, I'm not exactly shedding a tear for Nexus of Fate. I think the card really belongs to best of 3. Or rather, it belongs to a format where you can talk to someone and talk about how the shortcut works, and two people can come to an agreement about it. Speaking of agreements, we can agree that this is not a keepable hand. Sure, I could just wait for 1 forest, but we only have 9 green sources. 1 of them comes into 3 of them come into play tapped. It's scary. Let's just mull this first. And I wish I did not mull. I guess I'm keeping this. And against my better judgment, I'm keeping that guy on top because we need to have... We need to have some action early. Let's misrepresent our actual deck. Yeah, I think I was better off with the previous hand, all things considered. I can still Luminous Bond something. And he gets to see... Okay, we can kiss the Luminous Bonds goodbye, that's for sure. It's probably the easiest thing to pitch. Crawl Foragers is also another... Yeah, that's the easiest one. Yeah, now that I think of it, I don't have that many copies of Thought Erasure. Well, thankfully, when I'm forced to play the Guild Gate, he still has perfect information of my hand. Near Informant, so we're not going to prey upon that anytime soon. So this is the deck I was scared to face off against. I said it was kind of aggressive, and it's still relatively true. Still have to play this one though. Nope, we're not preying upon that. Kinda wish this was instant speed, so let's see, what does our opponent have? Other than okay, Murmuring Mystic. Okay, sure. Just probably die in 10 turns, I guess. Let's the Foragers because we have to. Gain 0 life, no attacks. Interesting thing is we can swing at Foragers, and depending on how the blocks work, we can just prey upon it. I want to get rid of the Mystic as much as possible. We might have to get rid of that instead. Yeah, we've been drawing land upon land. That said, he knows I have a prey upon. Yeah, he knows I'm literally just... Yeah, probably has a way to counter this or something. Can't be a power buff. Dazzling Lights would have still taken it out, but he would have gotten a creature out of it, so probably wasn't it. Is he stuck on... Oh, there's the Watcher in the Mist. So he now has a 2/2 flyer. I can still kind of interact with it. I have 2 more copies of Luminous Bonds. I do want Color the Culprit for Watcher at least. He probably should attack with the Bug. Okay, I'm going to play this on the Informant. But that's my entire hand. Probably not a great situation for us. take 6 next turn. And he has the Thief of Sanity too. Well, it's still a good deck. I guess I'm literally just playing everything off the top of my library. He can block with Watcher and something else. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the option to kill the Watcher. Yeah, no, the Watcher has to be the one to die. At least I can swing with the Fresh Face Recruit now, unless he did have Dazzling Lights. That wouldn't have helped me in either case. I'm just gonna mute. But yeah, technically it's good. Yeah, I can see it in the next turn. Yeah, we basically not, I wouldn't say we did get all our mana eventually. Didn't get the fastest start in the world. I want to see what he drew off, what he got from us. Yeah. Good game. Oh, did I say that? No, never mind. So, not too well, it's still... So 2 wins, 1 loss. Not the best situation we have right now. Let's keep going at it. I guess actually more I think of it, I think I should fix the mana base. I don't need 2 swamps. Well, I'll keep this one. We got all our colors. We got a turn 2 play and a turn 3 play. But yeah, I don't think we need 2 swamps for this one. Because I could play a certain half anyway. So yeah. I only need 1 swamp. I'll replace with a 4. Good Witness. 10 District. So we're just gonna get out of the gate swinging. Let's try to reserve the Luminous Bonds for as long as possible. I'd rather actually... Demotion would be nice though. Then next turn we can... Let's see what our opponent does. Most given the build, that's fine. Okay, second moon responds. Okay, I want to just get the... Yeah, let's just get the Rosemead Centaur out. Now watch our opponent have his own Luminous Bonds. Do note our opponent seems to understood the Uprising. Okay, at least we got, well, not a great trade. We do have 2 creatures in the yard now, so yeah, Crown Forager. Still waiting for that demotion. I don't need him to start making tokens like that. We do have 1 more turn though, so start swinging at least. So next turn we definitely prey upon a Luminous Bond something. If he has a pump spell, now would be an interesting time for him to cast. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, next. Let's see if he's willing to trade now. Okay, nope. So let's go fresh. I think we might be able to aggro our way through this. All we need... Well, we probably will trade the token. No, you won't have to trade. Spore Worm. So 3 Vigilance. No, 3 Vigilance. Okay, we'll... Slight setback. Nice to know the fresh race recruit can get first strike half the time. He's willing to ditch the token, so that means he probably has something else. So but if our opponent has multiple threats at this level, we might have a problem. So we have to Luminous Bonds that. So the good news is everything we have is now lethal. He needs to produce 3 blockers. Conceding also works. So not too bad. If things go according to plan, we can hit gold rank. Oh, trashing Brontodon. I need another copy. That's good. So 3 wins, 1 loss. Still chugging along. So I'm wondering what we're up to next. Again, the decks I'm scared of are still Dimir and Boros. Selesnya, I guess I can kind of match toe to toe with. Izzet is kind of quirky. I suppose if I ran into an Izzet deck that's played more like a constructed deck, I would also have problems with that too. So second gold player of the run. Okay, I can play Flower, so this is definitely keepable. Okay, both are sorceries. That's right. Yeah, I keep forgetting I need to remove one spell. Okay. Remember, get the forest. There you go. So we'll definitely play that next turn. He's seen it already. Swiftblade Vindicator. Ooh, my. 10th District Guardian. I am willing to trade these two. He's probably got Mentor. Attack now, just induce the trade. My concern is that he has a Candlelight Vigil, but I might as well swing anyway. I'm probably not going to block it. So here comes the Vigil. So let's take 8. And let's play our second Luminous Bonds. Second Bonds. I'm assuming our opponent dependent on this combination is probably going to have some enchantment removal. He did remember to pack it, right? So we're gonna go down to 8. This one's gonna be fast. I'm gonna play this guy. Let's just keep trading. Opponent's starting to run out of gas. Could play the Samala Wood Shaper. Okay, Grappling Sundew, Indestructible. No, let's take the Fresh Face Recruit. So So this one's kind of tight. I'm expecting our opponent to have something really big and nasty. Aspiring Unicorn. Whenever it attacks, well, thank goodness I'm attacking first. One more mana, I can play the Restorer afterwards. See it? No, that's double white. If it was after enchantment removal, he would not have played the Unicorn. Generated loss of one. Okay. So let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just gonna trade. Yeah, force trade. Yeah, let's give ourselves a little life buffer. Also, well, we can't exact creatures you control, so I will have to throw one under the bus. And actually, I could just take the 4 from the Unicorn. No, it's gonna become a 5/5. This will become a 6/4. Okay, let's do the math here. Okay. Alright, give me an answer 5, 2, 6. No, I have to make the blocks. I can't assume I can. So let's see. No, that's a 5. Let's block these. Let's keep that around for now. So our opponent has to. He could have collared the culprit. Okay, he didn't. So. On the creature in the yard, we can gain a little more life that way. Okay, do I prey upon now? No, I'm not. The Marshal, that's okay. He has to hold his guys back. Yeah. Yeah, I had enough to punch through, more or less. So let's. So far, quite good. 4 wins, 1 loss. Trudging along. Sorry if I don't know if today is the most exciting of commentary. I guess when you're playing an older set, if it's just very recent, it's hard to be excited about it. I'd probably be more excited for something like Ixalan and whatnot over this. I keep forgetting. That's the problem with winning. You keep forgetting to do stuff. That's an auto mulligan. Yeah, I'm more likely to keep this. Okay, definitely keep. So we got Okapi on turn 3 at least. Then hopefully we can draw into another land so we can play Centaur turn 4. There it is. So play the Okapi. So this is shaping up to be Izzet. Let's see. So we're literally just trying to brute force our way through this, around this wall. Opponent should have something right about now. Please not murmuring miss. Oh, Wishbone Crab. Okay, that's definitely that is worth casting putting bonds on. What is being put bonds? Is that the crab? No, that doesn't look like it. I guess as a hermit crab. But now that our opponent hit this critical mass of mana, we're probably gonna see a lot of big stuff. 5 mana. Stream. Okay, we can still punch through that. Okay, don't need the mana. Probably don't need the life gain either, so let's... Okay. Oh, they're both at vigilance too. I didn't notice. For a second I thought it was a delay. So we're just punching with big stuff, but we're probably going to end up trading at some point. Yeah, Luminous Bonds on this one is so decent. Demir Informant, yeah. We might end up trading to Okapi for the Muse Drake if that's what he plans to do. I'm perfectly fine with that at least. Ditch beam splitter mage indicate, so he probably doesn't have those jumpstart cards in hand, so he's looking for straight up removal. Oh no, he's not trying to block it. Oh, he's planning to block, but he's not. He might not necessarily have the boost. I'm actually quite incentivized to trade as much as possible at this point. Playing Golgari Raiders. I'm kind of concerned what could our opponent have. No, he's not 7 mana. But he's been playing 1 creature at a time. But okay, he's giving our Rosemane Centaur a dirty look. Sergeant. Okay, if I swing with all 3. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, he's gonna double block. Oh no, single block. Okay, there's the double block. So, nope. That's actually okay. So, end turn. Let's not take... So we still have a 4/4 that's gonna keep bouncing off this wall. Prey upon would be nice. Demotion would be interesting. Huh. How would you demote a wall? Like, we might have to play it in something bigger. We only got 2 creatures, so this is a paltry 2/3. Okay, it's gonna become a 3/3. Can't block, so that's not that's a non-issue at this point. I guess I can't. Let's keep the pressure up. Don't wait for any. Well, those are all the creatures that are probably gonna die at this point. Opponent is. Oh, he's gonna race. Well, he has to race. He can't block anymore. Stuck on too much mana, but at least we have an interesting situation. Probably drew into something. Maximize velocity. Yeah, he's gonna try to race with that. He has to block once more. I think he's gonna wait for a creature to maximize that. Oh wait, he can't because he already played it. If he drew a creature, that's not gonna have haste. The Banneret. Oh, I can swing with all 3. And yeah, he can't jumpstart it. He might as well swing with this one. He might have had a chance if he did not play this immediately, because the 1 damage did not mean much. He could have played in the banneret, so it's a 2/2. And he could have kept pumping it. Okay, nice card. That I would have had to throw the Recluse away. But it would have been a better fighting chance. Yeah. Yeah, Jumpstart is not automatically 2 uses of the same card. You get the first use you pay for regular price. Second use a little bit more expensive in that you have to provide the card body. And I keep forgetting to... Why do I even bother? Okay, maybe it's called peace of mind. That's all I got. So at least I can play the Dead Champion next turn. Well, depends. Okay, not aggressive enough, so I'm gonna play the Ledev Champion next turn. So even if I don't get gas, if I don't get additional lands, I can just play a creature, pump it up. I'm gonna tap both. Usually this early, you're still willing to take damage. Yep. If you traded with the stray, yeah, it's like no, it wouldn't have mattered. It'll be just fine. My opponent's gonna play something big at this point. City Necrolist. I can punch through that. In fact, let's see. I can play the Wood Shaper to guarantee my next card. It's probably Wild Cerator. So I'm just attacking with the champion. So to punch through, I need... Actually, I just need 4. Reason being, he can't pump it up this way. So, and I can still keep a blocker. He's actually incentivized to try to remove this if he can. Remove he did. So I'm not gonna. So I have to use the Wild Ceratok to punch now. I'm probably gonna play the Sundew then. Yeah. Okay. Weapon mana. Because I can play this one, then I can still draw a card afterwards. But do I want... I'm gonna play this one, because I know this one trades at least. I might end up just sacrificing this one to itself. Yeah. Also note, this activates as a sorcery, so if he wants to buff this, it has to be now. Awkward Assassin is a problem. Maybe I can... Okay, no Luminous Bonds there. Iron Shell Beetle. He's probably gonna pump the Necrolist. Okay. If he swings, no, I just block... Okay, he's not gonna swing. So I'm not incentivized to play anything. Interesting. Because what's gonna happen is he attacks with Awkward Assassin, he takes out my best creature. I suppose I could have paid this one with Convoke, so these guys are never at risk. Yeah, this champion was giving us early gas. So he's now gonna start cashing in. He's probably gonna attack with this one too. Yeah, I should cash this in too. Let's see. More painter. So he will trade with everything. So yeah, it's a mandatory all block. Nice. Actually, that's a very good. So, what's my board like? I'm just gonna play this guy and this guy. Probably gonna take another 6. And then the idea is, as much as if I can preserve my mana, I might. 8 cards. These 2 are either just lands or something else. So this is what I trade with. Okay, Flower and Flourish. Let's play this. I'll probably end up trading with Crawl Foragers. I could just throw the wall away, but it's probably best to keep this alive for as long as possible. So I'm gonna go down to 2, which is kind of risky. Could probably lose right then and there if our opponent has something like Crippling Chill. I have to go for it though. Oh, wait, why is he sacrificing that? Is he Well, I was... Trying to remember, there are definitely effects that ping for 1. Oh no, it's Menace. Wait. Yeah, that takes out both. No, it doesn't take out both. I have to go for it. He probably has something. It's not like I have a choice in the matter. Nice thing is, I just need to hold up 5 mana every time. Oh! Wait. Oh, when he sacrifices it gets Menace, so I need to have an additional creature in addition to this. Okay, to think I played with this card once, and I don't remember the Menace half. My question is, oh, fine. That's interesting. Gets Moodmark Painter again. Nice. And yeah, that's game. That's game. This does nothing. He just sacrifices this. I have to double block. I take damage here. And just pass the turn. Maybe we get our... No, this gives it Menace anyway, so... Thankfully it doesn't trample. Oh, it gives that Menace, so let's see. How many does it give? 4, 7. If this doesn't have Menace, this does have Menace. But I have to block this one. I'll just take 7, I go down to 1. Yikes. Oh no, wait. I can block this. Oh, then he sacrifices it. So, yeah, both have Menace. I go down to 1. It's okay. Let's make it indestructible. Let's obviously block the one that is gonna kill me. But now I have no way to win. Luminous Bonds won't help me. Oh, he even has an Ocarina Assassin. Oh, the Assassin's quite good. Yep, so we were not able to out-aggro our opponent. Yeah, so this is our last chance to literally fix the mana base. So let's fix that right now. Thankfully, we finally made gold here. So this is our last chance to fix it. Let's cut the swamp. We got... Yeah, I want more... We have more green cards, right? Yeah, I got more greens, so I want another forest. Let's see, what else is not working? The Dev Guardian would be okay. Yeah, Golgari Raiders, we can get someone... We got someone from out there last time. I still think it works. Okapis, okay, let's... Do I just want to have 2 Okapis to heck with the Recluse? Yeah, let's just double up on this one. Then watch me run into a deck that actually plays some Murmuring Mystic and we get all those flyers. But anyway, we got 5 wins, so this is a decent run. Can't complain too much about this one. So how are we doing? Yeah, we're actually kind of close. We're kind of close to the end. Actually, at first I was gonna say, oh, we're running into gold zone, and I realized, oh wait, I am in gold. So definitely flower. I want to get one. I want to get the land off my hand, out of the deck. I don't think I'm going to be flourishing anytime soon, so I'm going to keep. I'm going to play plains, grab forests. Basically, it's an excuse to play forest. Yeah, we're not flourishing anytime soon. And it is virtual card draw. Okay. The one I'm not afraid of, at least. Well, I'm not getting past him, but right now it's Demir again, so this is the matchup I'm still scared of. Here comes the Dark Blade Agent. I'm not going to test that anytime soon. Okay, let's play the Guild Gate. So, awfully slow start here. Definitely have to take the damage from the Dark Blade Agent, and if he manages to surveil, this whole thing's gonna snowball out of control. I actually realize now the Dark Blade Agent is blending in with. Is that paint? Yeah, that is a painting. The Dark Blade Agent's literally blending in with the painting. Very clever. And unless you're awfully bored with the opera, you're not gonna notice him. Her. I don't know. So here comes the Surveil. He does it now. So definitely not blocking. But definitely giving our opponent a card. That's not my card. So we can play the Wood Shaper, and I'm just end up throwing. Even with Surveil, I just end up throwing these 2 guys away. It's kind of fun, I guess. I could also just wait, but these 2 guys are not great as long. Oh, there you go. It's problem solved. I was saying that these 2 guys, even with Convoke, I don't think the Dark Blade Agent, as long as there's the threat of Death Touch, he basically answers them one at a time. So since our opponent saw the Luminous Bonds, he didn't. Shame we ditched the second one. Oh no. I have to give him another card. Now I have to deal with a Spy Bug as well. I could just I could just trade the entire board since I'm gonna play Luminous Bonds anyway. Yeah, why not? Let's not give him the card. Yeah, because I'm gonna Luminous Bonds anyway. I'm willing to take damage from these guys, but I'm not gonna let this guy snowball out of control. Next turn we can restore, then the turn after that Siege Worm. Takes a lot of mana. All this drama is 16. We have Grappling Sundew, but that's gonna wait. Now the problem is our opponent's not the mana where he can start killing us with Deadly Visits. Contract Killing is the other set, that's the excellent set. He can buff this to a 5/5, so no blocks. He's willing to buff it, go for it. Next turn I could just play the Grappling Sundew and I can force him to spend 3 mana each time just... Okay. City Necrolist. That one. I could swing with this now, force a trade with the Necrolisk. Annoying thing is, this guy gives menace, so I'm gonna need 2 blockers every time. Probably not blocking this first iteration. So he can buff this up to a 5/5. And he can get this up to 4/4. So the math is the problem. Actually, the math is one problem. All these lands are another problem. I've got like what? This literally all the gas I have right now. Though maybe the defender plan wasn't great. It's wishful thinking early game. At least this one can kind of block the Veiled Shade for eternity. It's still deciding what's up. He could just kill the Siege Worm. That's my greatest fear. At this point, I'm priced into race, regardless of what happens. Well, the Dimir Informant makes it. Oh, he did nothing. Okay, so go up to 8 mana. I can play the Death Champion, and I can keep making tokens till all eternity. Well, not quite. I'm pretty sure opponent's gonna answer it soon. Okay. I am tempted to just swing with... Okay, if I swing with the Siege Worm, he blocks with Necrolisk, he blocks with these two. Artful Takedown, so I lose to restore. Siege Worm gets tapped. Sure. Okay, let's... I can play the Sundew now. No, let's pass. Frankly, I'm surprised our opponent hasn't started sacrificing this guy. It's not like he was going to bounce an enchantment anytime soon. So I'm gonna take 3 damage in game. He might have a response for this guy. Let's go for it. That said, I'm probably gonna take more from this guy. But if he spends his mana there, that's fine. Because now I can kind of freely swing it. Okay, Blood Shade 2. So probably gonna expect pass while adept to make one. That's interesting. So 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, if he attacks with everything, that's exactly lethal if I don't do anything at all. I can generate the token to block one guy. If he makes someone unblockable, that's -2 potential power. Okay, here comes the math. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! Forest. I could just give up the grappling Sundew. Forest next turn. Or I can keep the Sundew alive because this guy's enormous. Okay, so that's 11 power on the board. Yeah, he's gonna trade with these. Okay, so let's make a token since you're going to make this indestructible now. So I could make... Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Everything's going there. Yeah, he doesn't need to give that up. So I'm gonna take out the Necrolisk, because that's the one that directs the math the most. Let's see. If I make another token, he just makes us unblockable. Yeah, let's make another. Opponent probably should not be playing more lands. He should just cash in the Radical Idea at this point. This is gonna be quite close, unless our opponent has something. I'm curious why our opponent... Did our opponent not note it? Well, he's not gonna get... Yeah. I think either... No, our opponent had many opportunities just to buff this guy. There was no point in leaving the Spy Bug there. It's not like the bonds are gonna disappear anytime soon. So 2, 4, no, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 power. Oh no, 4 power. Maybe. Because he now has to block with... He now has to give these two up. He'll... Well, he definitely has to block this one. Yeah, that's... And we gave ourselves a little extra buffer, so that's nice. Probably just give up this grappling Sundew at this point. So our opponent needs to wipe these tokens and get rid... and have blockers for these two, and a blocker that has to be big enough for siege 1. Yeah, I think there's a good chance our opponent, well, to be fair, I also made that assumption about Undercity Necrolisc, so okay, so this is definitely the last game, come what may. This is an extra long episode, so that's a good, nice use of the weekend, I suppose. After this, I'm definitely calling it a night. Mr. Tor. Okay, so we got turn 1 Vine, turn 3 Copy. Definitely keeping that one. Because the worst case scenario, turn 2 I could just cash the Vine in. Probably not, because yeah, probably not. Reason being, we have a Rosemane Centaur. If I didn't draw into that, I might have been tempted to cash the Vine in. And this blocks things like fresh face recruits and whatnot all day. Legion Guild Mage. Infantry, Grappling Sundew. Let's play something aggressive first. Definitely would like to draw into a land at least, but yeah, I'm definitely cashing the... Definitely paying the control. Ooh, we're gonna take some quick beats in the air. Let's see. I could play this just to swing with the Okapi. I could also... Let's get that down first. Oh, and Grappling Sundew has reach, so we do have some defense against this. If we draw another land, I'm definitely running these two out first. Watch our opponent have some great removal like Justice Strike or... Definitely playing the Sundew next turn. Got our land. I'm gonna buff this one up. Attack with both. If he's willing to trade 1 for 1, I'm fine. Let's see what's up. He's at the point where he can start tapping creatures. This buff I can account for. So let's take out the Guild Mage. In worst case, I can safely throw the bonds here. This Halberdier. I don't want to play the Wood Shaker, but does he have a pump effect? I know the one that costs 1 just buffs it by 1 power, so that's a no. Trying to think if there's a 1 mana. No, Magna Spray is in Ixalan. Yeah. Sometimes the problem with so many cards is that they start blending together. You're trying to remember which set does it come from. Oh, Integrity. Okay, so he had an out for it. That trade's gonna be me. That's okay. So I could eventually just trade the Vine right now. We do need to start catching up in cards. Opponent's gonna start jumping us. Maniacal Rage. Yeah. So we're gonna have to try to race at that point. In fact, we're gonna be behind in that race. Yeah, let's cash the card in. Ooh! Nice timing. I could also play the Restorer. This is our only use of status and statue. This is the only time we ever used it. It's the only time the black splash paid off. Oh well, it was there for that reason. So we could safely race our opponent here. Next turn, I will just attack with the Centaur. He's gonna play something. I'll attack with Centaur enemy no matter what. Next turn, because I know I can get to Restore eventually. With the Guardian Shield. Okay, opponent's now deciding if he wants to just give that up or not. He could have just kept the Skyline Scout behind so that he would have had the chance to trade. But as it is, he's deciding if he's going to trade 4 life or the Guardian's life. Opponent is... Well, this is a simple binary decision, but to be fair, the past few... Yeah, okay, he's back. Past, I have encountered several disconnects, so yeah, so it's quite possible that it's not his fault. You just blame it on Comcast. No, just kidding. Actually, back here we are about to open the way for a third telco from supposedly from China, or at least it's supposedly a business venture between China and local. I'm only bringing this up now because everyone's bringing up a huge stink about it, but frankly, the more carriers we can get, the better. Well, I did get 1 mythic and 1 rare. No, I didn't even get... Did I get a rare at all? I think I only got 1 mythic and I didn't even use it. Everything I have here are commons and uncommons. This factor... Yeah, I'll take that. Not gonna give... Yeah, definitely not the time to give him cards. So definitely swing with the entire team. Well, it'll be interesting if I could play Somala Woodshaper and hope to grab the Demote. Oh no, I grabbed the Demote already. Throw that under the bus. Well, kudos to our opponent for sticking to it. I think he's also... might also be our opponent's last game there. Okay, we lose all the removal, but we get a second shot. Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall this time. Okay. That's a huge mic drop. Okay, the other wood shaper. We're not gonna... Oh, siege wall. Well, that's good game. And that's the end of this run. We ended it on a high note despite our initial failings. I can't complain too much about it. So, there you go. Let's... that's okay. Let's claim our full prize. Nice. Actually, I'm gonna check. Yeah, it's 750. Yeah, we did quite well. So let's see what we got. Okay, nice memory. Ooh, Trostani. I guess I'm building Selesnya. Well, not right away. I'm gonna build Black Red. Build up the Black Red. Okay, there's our 4th play crafter. And we got... Oh, we're getting all the rares now. So not bad. That's a pretty good haul. So that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Let me know if that was how you would have done the draft. Maybe you would have forced Golgari. I think it was quite possible. And how do you think about the Luminous Bonds pick? Do you think they should be wheeling that much? Well, to be fair, I did get most of them 2nd pack, 3rd pack, so the colors were pretty much solidified at that point. But that said, do you think we're gonna see Luminous Bonds maybe in core 2020? Will we keep seeing it forever and ever? Maybe we could see something else like Arrest. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next time.